Hey everyone, it's Brandon with Sensor Defense. Today I'm going to be installing this HOLOSUN EPS carry on this SIG P365 Spectre comp. I'm going to show you how we install red dot optics here at Sensor Defense and how we make sure that they don't come off or end up breaking over time. So first thing that we do is make sure the gun's unloaded. Obviously it is. I just now took this optic off of the gun. So if you had a plate on there, you just remove the plate, and I'm going to install this optic. This is the new HOLOSUN EPS carry optic. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have all the tools that I need. I have a Wheeler Fat Max torque wrench here. It's set at 15 inch-pounds. The screws that are required for this say that we need 15 inch-pounds of torque. So the first thing that we're going to do, make sure the optic fits on the gun, and it is. Everything looks good. There's no gap in between the optic and the slide. I'm going to get my screws that I need out of the packaging for this mounting system. We'll grab some of this Lucas Extreme Duty gun cleaner. This is the same, it's very similar to like brake cleaner. Anything that is alcohol will also do it, but anything that takes off the oil and the grease off of the screws. So we're going to put it on this rag here. We'll spray them down. And you notice how there is some type of grease or some old Loctite that came off of those screws. If you have the option, I'd highly recommend new screws, making sure that you put new screws every time you change it out. Even if they do have blue Loctite that's from the factory on the screws, I still wipe them down and I put Loctite on top of that. So the Loctite that I'm using is this blue Permatex thread locker. It's medium strength. It is surface insensitive, which means that if they do have some type of oil on the threads, it's still going to lock up. This is definitely the best one that we found that works. Also take a Q-tip, put some of this gun cleaner on there, and try to get inside the screw holes, making sure that we get all the oil out of there. Even though it says surface insensitive, I still want to get all the oil as I can. Regular Loctite, if there's any type of oil, it will not dry up and it will not lock up. Alright, so we got those off. We can kind of use this box here to help us hold the gun. Put the optic on. Notice I coated the threads all the way around. Drop it in there. Do the same thing for the other one. All right. And we could use this little tool to get us started. If you don't have a torque wrench, you can install it with this screw. Just make sure you go finger tight. Don't over torque them. You don't have to really wrench down on these. You will snap the screw, or if you don't snap it there, you're going to have little stress fractures in it, and after shooting for a while, the screw is actually going to snap and the optic can come flying off. Then you have a really big problem because the screw's still inside of the threads. So get the screws all the way down like that. The optic is still loose because it's not torqued. Get my torque wrench that's set to 15 inch-pounds. I'm going to turn until it snaps. Same thing on the other one. And I go back to the first one because it could have moved a little bit once the second one got torqued down. So I'll keep doing that. Alright. And that's it. Gun optic is installed. Everything's good to go.